Hey guys, Mike Pattern Trader, Saturday, October 16th. Real quick video of BTC. I'm gonna answer a few of the DMs in the video as well, so bear with me. So this is what I'm working with on the higher time frame. I drew it out so I don't waste any time. I'll make a copy of this so I could do it again real quick. Make a copy. I want to show you guys. First question I want to answer is, most importantly, how did I know to go long down here? Most important question that I'm going to answer is the reason why I was anti-shorts was because if you take in consideration what we did down here, this whole accumulation range, right? Even if you do an invert, wouldn't you have taken this short any day of the here? Oh, I have to do long because I inverted. I'm sorry. Wouldn't you have taken this short? Pretty much. You're above range high, you come back down, you retest range high over here, and then you're gonna go take a short and you're gonna target range low, right? Beautiful the way it looks. And this isn't in hindsight because I've been spamming this for the past couple of months to avoid shorts at all times. So now go back to your regular screen. This is the long range to range play. That's why I keep telling people, just zoom out, man. Stop looking at the 1 hour and trying to think that we're gonna top out and crash and stuff like that. Zoom out. This is a legit range to range play. And you would have taken in a sense that you get, no, this way, this is it right here. Get into longs on here, put a stop loss under here, and you want to target range high. And we are at range high right now. So right now, yes, be very careful in shorts. Be very careful in longs. So now what do I expect BTC to do? Most important thing I want to tell you guys is open up your trend bars. I don't know if you guys use them or not, but I still use my trend bars always on higher time frame. I have alerts for them, that's why. So when you turn white on the 3-day and you got people shorting, it's a little scary, man. Be careful, dude. Right? Be careful. This was posted many times in the past. Be very careful. Weekly whites are not as significant as 2-day and 3-day whites because the way that this indicator was built, it was built around the daily to 3-day. Take that into consideration. So strictly looking at between the daily and the 3-day. You can even use the 5-day if you want to front run the weekly. But again, it was built around the daily and the 3-day. 4-day has a decent probability of it working out as well. But mostly I'm using it on the 3-day, 2-day, and the daily. Okay? So be very careful. Again, there's no black yet. Right? So just be careful. Now, why did I draw this? Well, to be honest with you, we are at range high, right? We trapped a lot of longs here back in May. Went back up. Remember I told you the video, we retested this. We went back up, we did a bearish retest without testing range high. Okay, that leaves a gap here. This gap over here just got filled with a candle. So when we do happen to dump, whenever we dump, when we go back down here, if we have a lower high put in place, that's going to be an ultimate short for at least bare minimum low 50s. So the mark is going to be low 50s. Put a dotted line here. I'll explain to you why. The mark's going to be low 50s, but you're going to have to expect that we're going to actually deviate under it, which is going to be for liquidity purpose. There you go. So if this ends up becoming a lower high, if you see a bounce from here and it goes up and it goes a lower high, come down here. No, I'm lying. It's not going to do that. It's going to come down, bounce, retest this, then come deviate, reclaim, and then go to all-time highs. Okay? That's exactly how I'm playing it. No one has to follow me. Nobody has to do anything I tell them to do. This is not financial advice, but I'm looking for $49,000 to $52,000 as my next entry for longs. My own analysis has nothing to do with oscillators, has nothing to do with Fibonacci levels or Elliott waves, right? This is strictly price action. Now, let's go to the fun stuff. Let's go into the oscillators. So this scenario is pretty much this right here, which I would hope creates a wedge. And then from here, we could target, I don't know what we're going to target, probably like 80s. Yeah, 70,000 already. But overall, take your fib extension from the bottom to the top to the higher low. Get rid of this old one. The 1-to-1 is 63,700, and we're almost at that 1-to-1. So there's limited, unless we break out. That's different. If we break out, then we're gonna go fucking straight for the golden pocket at $78,000. So unless we break out, there's limited top side right here. It's limited. So we're gonna have to get a decent dump. I don't know what this is, but I'm hoping at least bare minimum 10 to 15%. This is probably 20, but 10 to 15%. Yeah, it's a 20% dump. But I want to see at least a dump down to $56,000 to $58,000. So first, I'm gonna write this because people are gonna tell me that they forgot what I said. I want to see a dump to 56 to 58K. Then retest top side. If lower high, I was short and target 49 to 52K. Very simple. I don't flip flop it. I'm gonna keep it here. I'm gonna post it. Strictly high time frame analysis. I don't care what the 4 hour does, man. I don't give a shit what the 1 hour does, guys. Strictly high time frame analysis. Now, this is my logical scenario, but obviously BTC is not going to do whatever I want it to do, right? So let's go and talk about what happens now if we go to all-time highs. First of all, this is the breaking structure that you need to see. You need to see this happen where if you're going to short something, right, you want to short this, right? This or this. So the breaking structure starts once you get under the blue line. But if you want to short the lower high, it's this. That's the safer short, not the short, the blind short right now. Even though this is very toppy and it's going to end up dumping down, we're going to probably get a bounce and go back up. That retest, it's a lower high retest. Then you want to target the blue. And then once you break the blue, you want to actually add to your shorts, compound them, and then you want to target that right there as your TP1. But most important, I want to show you guys that look at this deviation that took place. And this is your new range, assuming that this is your range. Assuming that we do not go to all-time highs. Assuming we don't go to all-time highs. Assuming we don't go to all-time highs. I'll give you a scenario if we do go to all-time highs. $53,000, right? So, if we go into the bear scenario, where now we're officially bearish and we're going to crash in the next maybe 2 weeks or so, or 3 weeks. Say by the end of the month. But this is macro, guys. This is not in 2 days, right? This is like the monthly candle if we are bearish and we do happen to die. And we don't go to all-time highs. We do not go to all-time highs, right? This is your deviation. This will turn into your deviation. And then you want to target range lows. Mid-40s. Because this is going to be your left. It's be your deviation. And then if this is a deviation and we die, we're coming down to mid-40s. Okay? Now what happens if we do happen to go... I don't favor that scenario, by the way. But anyway, I'm just putting it out there because people wanted to see the bearish scenario. What happens if we... I don't think we're going to see sub 48, 49,000 for a very long time if we're bullish. So now what happens if we do happen to go for another leg to the top side? I really think we're going to deviate. We're going to deviate the top. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it's premature, right? I don't know. There you go. I don't know where we're going to stop because we're going to be in all-time highs. But I do think that we're going to deviate all-time highs if we get it. We're not going to start a bull market. We're going to deviate it. And then that's going to be your target. Somewhere in that 70, 80K range. I don't know where exactly, but deviate, come down. And then at that point, then your floor is this cluster right here. Between 53 or 52 and 58. Right? From the macro view. But again, that's the macro view. It's the macro view. If you're looking at strictly the micro view, I really don't think that we're basically playing between these two ranges. Range 1. I'm bombarding you guys with scenarios, but I favor the one that I showed you before. This is what I favor. And I'm going to leave this. And the reason why I'm leaving this, I'm going to post it on Discord, is because I don't want you guys to get confused. But I'm giving you guys scenarios so you guys are not left out in the dark. So if this is the range you're playing with, you have your deviation already being put in place right now. If we're playing range to range. On the micros, this is your lower time frame range, even though it's daily in general, price action wise. And if you're bearish, target down 44s. No, I do not favor this, but I still have to post it. But I do not favor this. Remember, guys, I'm a trader off deviations. Pretty sure everyone knows that by now since you've been with us for quite some time. So if we're going to deviate one side, more likely than not, we'll deviate the other side. But I do not favor this scenario. I favor this scenario. I explain to you why, because this is a higher time frame. If you look at the weekly, it's beautiful, right? It's a beautiful, beautiful weekly candle. I can't see the weekly closing above 60,400, whatever the hell this is. 60,000, I don't know what this is, 60,000 something. The top of this candle, I can't see it closing above it. If it does, awesome. Yeah, 60,050, say. But I do favor this scenario the most. I think that we're going to top out between here and 63. Remember, guys, I told you my levels from the beginning were 51K, 56K, 61K all-time high. I posted this a million goddamn times. So 51,000 offered a massive dump. I think it was a 20% dump. Or 25 maybe, I don't know, but it was pretty decent, man. 25% dump down here. I closed all my longs from here. I'm not in any longs that are opened up down here. 56,000 didn't even offer resistance. I mean, didn't even offer a dump. It just offered some resistance at 56,000 when we consolidated. And now we're at 61,000, right? So we're going to consolidate here for a little bit. And I think that it's going to offer us another buy opportunity. Now, the only thing that kind of questions my analysis is John told me October 20th, we're going to get another pump up. So we're either going to be, if this pump is either going to give us a lower high or it's going to give us a higher high to go up to the top side. If it's a lower high, then you're going to expect this scenario to play out, guys. If it's a higher high, then you can expect the deviation scenario to play out. I just don't know. I don't know which scenario is pending. I'm going to post this for everybody so that we get an idea of where we're going. There you go, guys. I hope this helps. If you want to go over the oscillators quickly, anybody that was shorting a weekly pivot down here, is not using the oscillators properly. There should be no discussion of shorts when the weekly pivoted. Number one. Number two, on the 12-hour, we have a red arrow, red RSX, an over-under, and most importantly, guys, we have a sell signal on the 12-hour. Please ignore these sell signals. If you understood from the past when I was preaching in the videos, strictly telling you guys that if a sell signal takes place and the low band is not under the other two bands, ignore it. Like, look at this sell signal. Look how well it dumped. Here you go. Okay? You want to be under the trend line, and you want to be under the signal line, where you have a similar scenario like you have over here. Same with this, right? Same with this. I don't take these sell signals when they're so far away from each other. When there's a gap like this, we're bullish. Big gap between the low band and the signal band and the trend band. When they're expanded like this, we're bullish. When the closer they are together, they're contracting a big move. We're bearish. Look at the daily now. See how the daily is still away from each other? That means we're going to get another poke up. See how they were away from each other? We're going to get another poke up. So just picture this somewhere here. And look what it did. So whatever dump we get, we buy. Right? Please. I don't know how else to say it. Why are you paying for the oscillators if you're not using the oscillators? If you're shorting straight up based off of price action, which is fine, open up your oscillators. Do you see exhaustion anywhere? Okay, if you don't, so why are you shorting? There's no reason to short this. Look how bullish this looks. Same thing with this, right? Look how bullish this looks. Who cares if we got this little 3% dump? We continue to the top side, right? Zoom out. So I still think that whatever dump we get, we're probably gonna get a 12-hour exhaustion, 12-hour flip on the PTT. And most important time frame for you to watch is 3 to 5 for mid time frame exhaustion. 4 hours, 4 and 5 hour turning down. So be careful, guys. See, over under, be careful. Over under, be careful, right? But I don't even look at these anymore. Strictly 12-hour plus. This way, there's no noise, no confusion. 12-hour wants to go down. This is a 12-hour brewing a dump. So whatever pump up we get is probably going to get shorted sometime Monday or sometime Sunday. You know, very evident. Be careful, guys. That's pretty much my analysis. I hope it finds everybody a good. Actually, I want to say one more thing. I think it was the monthly. Yeah, monthly. Okay. This block over here, guys. Whenever you retest this, we're gonna retest it. But whenever we retest this block over here. Okay, look at the similarities. Get a big dildo up, all-time highs. Get a big dildo up at all-time highs. Now open up the oscillators. Fuck, I should have done it on Bitstamp. Sorry, guys. 1 second, man. Here we go. Okay, guys. Beautiful now. You see the difference? You see the similarities? All-time highs. Break up, all-time highs break up. I don't think we're going to close a weekly, the monthly candle this high, but I still have to give you this scenario. The difference over here, we were climbing up, right? Difference over here is we're climbing down. So the way I see it is this isn't a start to a bull market. It's not. Well, let's just say, I'm sorry, let me repeat that because we are in a bull market. This isn't a start to a super cycle, rather. That's what I wanted to tell you, right? This isn't a cycle to a super. This isn't the start to a super cycle. This indicates that whatever pump up we get, whether it's $70,000 or $80,000, we will get another massive dump similar to this, which is going to be the last probably opportunity, which is going to reset all these oscillators, and that's going to be another generational bottom. That's going to be a similar bottom to this type of bottom, similar bottom to this type of bottom. And it's not going to be a bear market bottom, right? So it's not going to be like a long accumulation and whatnot. It's going to be a pump up, V reversal. And the reason why I'm stating that is because I don't think that we're going to get into a bear market until we hit probably like $100,000+ or maybe even more. So unless we get up to a significant, put it this way, Wall Street approving ETFs, and a bunch of hedge funds trying to get into the market, they're going to want to crash the price to buy in cheaper to be able to get BTC at a good spot. And if they want to get BTC at a good price point, they're going to get it at whatever price they want. More likely than not, it's going to be somewhere in between that $30,000 to $40,000 range. Now, am I saying that we have to go there? No, but more likely than not, if we get to move up to the top side, we're going to come back after a crash and reaccumulate or do a V reversal somewhere here. Personally speaking, I think it's going to be a V reversal. I don't think it's going to be another accumulation range. And the reason why I state that is because we just finished a 3-month, I don't know how long it's been. 3 months? Hold on, let me see. 2 months? Yeah, 2 months, 67 days worth of accumulation. So you don't accumulate for 2 months just to go up and then just create another lower low. Where do you see accumulation here? Where did accumulation take place in the previous bear market? Down here, right? Look, V reversal, up, down. V reversal, up, down. V reversal, V reversal, up, down. V reversal, up, down. And then down. And then we accumulate. Right? So, where do you see accumulation take place here? Over here. So you're telling me that we accumulated just to go up to fucking $53,000 and then make a lower low, like how people were thinking? Or we accumulated just to go up over here and then make a lower low? No, I don't think so. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm very against the whole bearish scenario, guys. And it's not because I'm a bulltard. It's just that I studied price action enough to know that I think it's not the right scenario. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Hope this gives you a visual of what I'm talking about. How is anybody bearish with such price action, guys? How is anybody bearish with this price action? Like, just look at this. We deviated a previous resistance. We deviated it. So more likely than not, we're going to deviate the top side. And then come back into range. And then we're going to take out these lows. I think bears are in for a fucking rude awakening. I love you all. Hope you all make money. I thank you for supporting everything I preach. And I hope the video actually does some justice for everybody, guys. Be careful. Be careful. Again, I favor this scenario over here. Right? Favor this scenario. So the only difference is when we get this bounce on October 20th or October 21st, if we do put a lower high, we go down. If we don't put a lower high and we break above, you're going to target at least 70,000 or whatever the hell you want to target. I don't know what we're going to target. I'm not good at targeting stuff above previous ranges. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. I'm not going to lie. I do not know how to do that. I strictly have to use Fibonacci levels for that. And I don't think Fibonacci levels are that accurate, because once you break above one Fibonacci level, you're going to turn around and say, oh yeah, there's one above us, so we're going to go over to that. So I'm not really good with pinpointing levels above ranges. I'm a range player, unfortunately. Again, VWAP, lower time frame. You know where I stand. Here you go. Okay? Beautiful long opportunity. That's it. And I'm going to put alerts for this. To alert me. And then from the top side here, we have 1, 2, 3 levels of interest. And most importantly, remember what I told you guys. VWAPs. VWAPs are life, man. Nobody believes me, but VWAPs are fucking life. If you're trading BTC, it's all about the VWAPs. All about the VWAPs, man. And this is such a bullish formation of the VWAPs. See how we're riding the VWAP? I should make a freaking band of these combined and create like what's it called? It is a deviation of the bands. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Way too much support under us, guys. Trade safe. Have a wonderful weekend. And just be careful come Monday. Be careful. Cheers.